us who grew up with Zunda.
Zunda.
You know, you are from a Zunda, which means there's a lot of people in that house or in that specific yard.
Yeah.
So it becomes, sometimes you are the only person working there. So you end up only maybe buying food, it doesn't even last a month. So everyone will be looking up looking up to you, saying you are the worker here, so sort us out. What do? You go to the loans.
Yeah. Okay, so going to the loan, that one is a short-term solution. You need, if you're having a problem like that, you need a long-term solution. So if your income does not meet your needs, do you know what the best thing to do? Increase your income. Increase your income. Now, how do you increase your income? It's either you study and then you get promoted, or you start a side hustle, a business which will bring in income. So that, because the expenditures will always go up, whether you like it or not. Whether you are okay or not, ShopRite or Woolman will increase the macaroni if that's what good for business. Yeah, so you need to increase your income. That's a long-term plan. Emergency fund, where you keep always 10% of your income, is for you to keep. It's good when you read always in the book from I think it's Rich Dad or Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, where they say 10% of your income is yours to keep always. So if you are telling your income is 10,000, that means that 1,000 you only spend 9,000. 1,000 should go somewhere where you are keeping it safe. And when it adds up, that money you are going to use it for an investment. Let it be a good investment. You can keep, nowadays, a cash loan is one of the best booming business. You can keep those 1,000 for the whole year. 1,000 times 12 will give you 12,000. After a year, by that time you are studying how do cash loans work. After a year, you start giving out that 12,000. But you are still keeping out that process. And whenever the money comes in, you give it in. After 2 years, you are having another 12,000 plus that 12,000 which you keep in the business. Add that 12,000 again to that one. After some time, you will not have financial problems.
Okay, so a 10% must be kept for yourself.
For yourself, yeah.
Who authored the book again?
It's Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's a good book for those who want to start investing. You'll learn a lot what happens.
I'm more interested on the part of saying, you keep the 10%.
Yeah.
Those who grew up in a Christian family, the 10% is what you're supposed to give to church.
Yes.
And those who are in political parties, 10% is the what you give to your political party.
Yes.
So now, imagine you find yourself in that situation of the two that you are giving you 10% to the church. Yeah. Now you still have to take another 10% for yourself.
Yes, that is the first thing to do before you give to church. The first thing to do is that 10% should come to you into an investment account or somewhere. Before you think if you are going to give to church or not, or before you think if you are going to give to a political party, or you give to whoever you give to your family member and all that, you already kept that 10%. Yeah. Once you get addicted to that, you are ready to go.
Okay. So yes. You'll not be minding, I'm like, I took about every month it will be okay, because the 10% that it's consistent, you always do it. So
yes.
There will be no time that you will feel as if you took from your salary again. But it's still yours again, although it's been saved. So, yes. But what's the best way to save? The thing is, you can decide to take that 10%, but how do you keep it to last longer?
Yeah,
that's another challenge.
That's another challenge. But I prefer you keep it in the bank. In the bank, there's what you call a 32 days account or something. Yeah, that one. Then you just get deductions straight away when your salary comes in. It goes, and act as if you don't know about it. Yeah, after a certain period of time, you can take now that money, which now it accumulated. Interest, it will not be maybe 12,000, it might be 13,000 or 15,000. You take that money now, invest it into a business, which you understand.
So you must invest in businesses
that you understand.
Start your own businesses.
Yes.
That's a great one.
And good advice for you to start a business. Start a business that you can understand or know, or you have an idea of.
Yes, because when you start a business that you do not know, you still look for expert knowledge in that specific business.
Yes.
So it will be best for you to start something that you know. You will have a little bit assistance, but most of the information or the content of a specific area, you have it yourself.
Yes.
No, it's a good one, but and then it will also be considered as investment.
Yes.
So when it becomes an investment, you benefit, and at the same time your money is still there.
Yes.
Yeah, the 12% or 12,000 that you started with, it will be there. Just like we gave an example of a loan. The 12,000 will be there, but it will still be accumulating with the extra, the interest that is coming from others.
Yes.
Okay, it's a good one in terms of investment. These are good education that we needed to talk about, so that the new people or the younger ones who are starting jobs can learn from. So these are the mistakes. The mistakes are that sometimes, we try to imitate others, not knowing what life they are living.
Yes.
Yeah,
the
so
background and all that.
You don't know the background. Because, like, I also remember a friend of mine when I was growing up who started working. After started working, him, the money that he was working for, it's his own money. Because the brothers, the sisters, they were already well off. They were working, they were having their own houses. So it was about himself now to rather either start his own, to build a house, or either to start his own business, or buy the whole salary that he gets, it's just for himself.
Yeah, people are different. I also got friends. I'll give you two different scenarios of the same people. One, when he starts working, the house where he's coming from is already having a room of his own in their house, well equipped, sofas, everything is there. So when he starts working, he don't have a problem of thinking about where to sleep, and he's also having a car for the family, which he can move from one point to another. So the salary comes in. He don't need to buy food at home. The parents, they already buy food there. So when the salary comes, he can do whatever he wants with the salary, no problem. Then you have got this other person, Wakiti from the village. He was sleeping in a thatched roof before he started working. So when you start working, you are already having a responsibility of, you're supposed to build your better house. You need to change the environment in that house. Okay, you need to build a room for who, you need to bring in what, and all that. So those situations are different. So that the first one can easily go and invest. For you, before you start investing, you need to correct the situation in the house. So you are not the same. You are not the same.
You're not the same.
Yes.
It's not even be the same with someone who's already well off from the other side.
Yeah.
And you are starting from the bottom.
Yeah.
Some of the people you even end up, you have to build the house for your parents.
Yes.
Yeah. So imagine now you start working, you build for the parents, you build for yourself, and then start taking care of your siblings again.
Yes.
So it's a big concern. It's a lesson to learn. We can improve all these things in being a good, good with your finances.
Yeah.
So if you're not good with your finances, it will affect your whole life, your whole situation, your whole living at large.
Yeah. So investing is the key. Yeah, you just need to increase your income. Once you increase your income, of course the expenses will always rise. If your income does not increase, then you are going to get at a stage where you will be going to get money somewhere, which is not good at all.
Well, anything, maybe last comment?
Yeah, no, we are inviting people to come through, subscribe to our channel, and give us topic. Tell us, what do you want us to talk about? We are talking about money and the problems we face. Yeah, and so, debts and all that.
Yeah, life at large. There are a lot of things, especially the youth. There's a lot of things that we are going through.
Yeah.
Especially the young men. They recently we've been getting news of people committing suicide.
Yeah.
But as young men, we don't speak out. But we have chosen to start our own platform in which we are able to educate ourselves, to educate others, and at the same time, to ease situations out there. There are things that you cannot hear around, but we are willing to talk about them.
Yeah.
Well, in short, this is our podcast and our first episode. We hope you follow us. We hope you will find us on all platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. All the social media that will be necessary for us to share will be there.
Yeah.
So don't hesitate to subscribe and follow.
Salute.
Next time.
Sure.